Alex and Dave, it's Jeff at Canary. Hey, appreciate the video you did. I was just watching through it on the overview, and I wanted to drop a quick sneak peek of version 19 of Axiom that is getting ready to release, probably either the week of May 12th, 13th, or the following week on the 20th. So anyway, here we go. Let me hit my local historian. And with Axiom version 19, when I first come in, I choose between taking pre-built charts on the left, or new charts, or pre-built applications, or new applications. So I'm just going to build out a new application real quick so we can see it live. And when I come in, my edit tool is already pre-opened. I can toggle that right here. So here's my application that I'm building, my HMI. And we'll start off by just dropping a trend graph on this. So now I've got a full page trend graph going, and I'll build out a second screen that'll be a bit more HMI oriented. So with my second screen, we'll just start with putting a grid on it. That grid will have labels, value boxes, and spark charts. Let's go ahead and link some data. So in our first one, I'm going to go through my demo model of my asset model called plant. And actually, if I'm doing asset model, let's go ahead and just make this an asset screen. So this screen is now going to be linked to an asset model called plant. I'm going to link it to a line, and we'll default to East Plant A for my line. So now if I place my grid here, I can put my entire list of assets right here. Alright, so this will be my pressure, and we'll go ahead and link this to my tag, East Plant A pressure tag. And now I'm going to just duplicate what I've done here for 3 more. And we'll make this temperature, and this will be, we'll just call it flow. There's my temperature. And here comes my flow. Cool. So what I've done, if I pop out of edit mode, is I've linked all of this to East Plant A, these tags. But with the asset model, as you guys know, I don't have to build new screens. All I have to do is just say, hey, show me East Plant B's information. Now show me West Plant A. And it all just auto-fills. So if I come back over to my trend graph, I'll show you a few of the features here that have changed. And we'll start by adding some trends to the screen. I'll just work within where I'm already at. Cool. I'm going to put that into live mode and drop it down to just say 15 minutes. So I've got my new data coming in on the right. If I want to very quickly move some of these scales around, just click on it. I can drag it down. I can resize as I need to. So I've got a completely interactive trend chart that I can move in and out of autoband just by clicking on scales, or I can just naturally link scales by clicking them together. If I wanted to run a calculation here, come to my calculation, and we'll just do a difference and make it easy. We'll do a difference of flow minus temperature, since I have those two banded together. Alright, so now I've got a new tag that represents the difference between these two. If I wanted to come back and look at that historically, I could hit days and we'll go to the last 7 days. And just like that, I've got 1 second data for 7 days for 3 tags and a calculation. I'm going to run some statistics on that. Grab my 3 tags. And now I can see my min, my maxes, all of my sample counts. One's quick place, and finally, you know what? I'll save that. So we'll save this chart. I'm going to save it in my own private user folder, and this will just be called Corso Rocks. Bam, there we go. So now that I've got all of this, I can save this whole application. And my application, again, I'll save in my private folder. Corso Still Rocks. You can see the URL has now updated in this. So if I take that URL and copy it, let's see if I got ignition running here. I should over on this machine. I do. Let me do a new window. And the cool thing is, our pals over at Intellic Integration 4.0 Solutions have been working on all kinds of customizations, including the chirp module, that allow us to drop a viewer in, and without any problem at all, I can now hit that URL. So all I'm going to do differently, if I can get my windows to cooperate, is on that URL, I'm no longer on my local host, because I'm over on another server. So let me just update that to that server name. It should work. And there we go. So check it out, guys. I just built and saved an application. I've dropped it into my Ignition project. I've got all the access of my trending tools, so I can come into an Ignition project and browse around and add tags as I want without any without bugging my SCADA guy. My users can very easily manipulate their own trend charts. They've got all the tools they need, right, to be able to do easy zooms, to come in and run deltas as they need be. But what's even cooler is I've got multiple screens here, right? And so my design tool is built in window. So if I'm a user and I wanted to drop in a circular gauge down here and link data to it, I can do that as well. Here, we'll just drop that pressure in there. And just like that, I have got it. So a lot of other stuff we could show. Maybe if I wanted real quick, I could hit one of my pre-built windows. Do I want to save that? No, let's discard it. If I hit back to my server, I've got some really cool stuff that we use for demos on the application side. Where is it? Here we go. Let's run a diagnostic screen I'd pre-built. All these applications, as you know, save back to the central server. So any of my clients that I want to have access to these applications, all they have to do is open her up and it's there. If I clear this chart out, just by clicking, I'm adding tags to a chart now. Pretty cool, right? My duration's right here, so if I want to go to a different duration, I've just updated it. Anyway, hey guys, thanks for thinking of us. We appreciate the partnership and look forward to a lot more projects together. Have a good one.